Hi guys, welcome to the Bad Hand Show. I don't know, my computer's doing some crazy stuff, so hopefully it'll all turn out just fine. Excuse how I look today, but I knitted this hat and then used one of my heat transfer things to put my logo on there. So yeah, this is the first hat I knitted. Uh, I don't know. I was trying to say. I mean, I can see myself, so I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it'll all work out, right? So, but yeah, that's something I got that's new is this circular knitting machine. The brand is Jamit. So, I mean, I've always been doing it, but of course, when you're doing it by hand with needles and thread, excuse my background, it's time consuming. Not to say this isn't, it is time consuming too, but it kind of cuts down some of the time. But yeah, I like it. I'm still learning how to cast off and on properly. So I didn't do that right. So I just bunched this up and kind of made it look like a pom-pom. And I don't know, I hadn't really looked up on YouTube to see if people use heat transfer patches or anything, but I wanted to, so, and I think it turned out pretty good. So yeah, so that's one thing we've done. We've did one round of stickers on the website today. I was running into a problem with that, because one of them has like 21 different colored things to it, so I'm glad I decided to put that one on first, get the bulk of it out the way. Still got a couple of stacks more to do, but that's a start. I know today I'm gonna film a little short. This toaster oven I got, it's like 1,000 watts, and I have this power station, so I need to do a little video for that. It's a power station. I think it's 1,000 watts, but it has like a super powered thing to it, to where I think it can go up to like 2,000 or something. So that's what today we're just gonna finish adding stickers on and work on some little notebooks. The covers of them I've been slowly churning out. So yeah, that's the direction I'm going in. Just slowly tagging away at it, just trying to get it all done, but not stressing myself out about it, because it's a lot of work. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're working with a team, by yourself, or whatever. It's still a lot of work to get done. But yeah, that's the thing. I feel really good. I did finish the 10 fonts. I just need to write down, I know the names of them, but I want to make a story with them. I think today also I'm going to start knitting something. I'm not sure exactly what I want to knit today, but I think I'm just proud of this hat. I think I did a great job on it as far as it being my first time using this machine. I'm really glad I have it. I mean, I have a lot of patterns that I've bought over some years that I've gotten off of Mary Maxim, and so it's just like vintage patterns that I like. So I won't start trying that right now. I might still like practice with some more like hats and stuff and see exactly how to measure things out, how much I need, so, and just complete practicing casting off perfectly and all these things. So, but anyway, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I haven't really been, I just been slowly working at it, trying to keep people out of my space, not giving them any mind control over anything I'm doing or saying. Just letting them know they need to find some business of their own. I am trying to weed these decals I made. Is like, don't knock but I keep pulling my hustle off, because this is like in the knockout like this is the door, so I put the don't knock inside the door. And then my hustle is going to be like the regular way. But for some reason, I'm just having a hard time. So not trying to stress them. You know, sometimes when you have so much stuff going on in your mind, you probably just need to, you know, chill out. Because I do have like, I don't know, a couple of pages of that. Okay. I'll get to show you some of the things I've been working on. Alright, we just do that. I guess I should turn the light on it. I was forgetting it. Alright. Hopefully the radio isn't too loud. So, start off with these little, like, I showed you guys those little mini, like, book cover template things. So this is the paper, and then I just drew a bunch of designs on here. So, and it's like 4 sizes. It's this size. Now I got a stack of postcard paper that not paper, but cardstock type of stuff. And so I just decided to cut that up and make these into some like postcard type of, make stamps for them. And so these, yeah, so this is the direction, just little notebooks. Yeah. I'm not quite sure if I think I got 20 some pages in them now, but I don't know if I'll go any higher. So I did do the outline of that. It's just designing them. This is one I've already kind of like made a design on it with some of my stickers. Yeah, and so that's the type of direction I'm gonna go with these, something like that. And then I have the other one, so I got a stack of those I gotta do, right? And it's just like work at my own pace. This is the third size of the template I had, and I kind of like I had these heart stencil things that I kind of used to put on that. So these are just some more of those, and just I got a stack of that. And then this is the bigger size of the cardstock paper, or cardstock posted, you know what I'm saying, postcard type of thing. Just trying to make sure I get the right. And so yeah, this is the bigger size. So that's what one of the things we've been, constructing. Just not so, we're just trying to get organized with it and stuff, and that way, if it's just doing one a day or whatever you got to do, to not stress yourself out about it, So when I designed the paper that I wanted on the covers, I kind of used the scraps to make bookmarks that I, will finish making prints on it and doing different things with it, and then laminate it. And so that way none of my paper went to waste on that, other than just the scraps things. This is something else I've been struggling with. I don't know. This is these are some words. My logo, Bad Hand, and I tried to put a little circle trademark thing there, but for some reason this is on my regular heat transfer paper. I don't know. It's just not pulling away like I wanted to. So it just takes me some. So I got One, two, four of these already cut that I just need to weed them. So that's these things I got cut is just weeding them. So those are just words and stuff. I think that's all I did. Is words that I can easily iron on hats or backpacks or. And so I initially was gonna do these these like little books with this size of paper, but then I think but then it wasn't the right way to do it. The way I did it is the way, but these could be some little like notepad things that you just bind together, because I got a couple of these yeah, and you just pull it off. So but yeah, this I got like four. As you can see, it's just tons of stuff. So yeah, this is a Don't Knock My Hustle, and then at the bottom is Girl Gone. Like Girl Gone. I ain't got time is what. So I got this already designed. It's just, like I said, it's not pulling out. I mean, it's not like skinny words either, so it's just, I mean, it's really, I don't know why it's so hard. But anyway, that's what I've been working on. It's just a bunch of stuff that I've been doing. Just trying to get, I mean, we're getting closer to and closer to this year being over. I don't know if you can see it. So I don't want to mess up. I've already tried to, I messed up a few already just trying to, because I got this color too, and I already cut them thinking that would be easy. And I cut them in a couple of different sizes. Like this is the smallest one, just to see what one I want. But yeah, so and I just don't know. Oh, listen to that. So yeah, I don't want to mess up. I messed up a few of these already trying to get the, as you got this. I tried one this way too. I did the door, and then off to the side I did the words like I first did it. But I think I like it inside the door better. But as you can see, I'm just having a hard time getting these letters out. I don't know. I think when as the paper, I guess you should keep it in the package or something. I don't know. So it just won't pull. It just won't do it. And then just, yeah, it just won't let me do it. Or just finding the right way. Sorry. So yeah, that's gonna be a journey here, trying to do this. But that's I'm just working my way through stuff. As like I said, I think most of today and tomorrow I'll finish putting stickers on. And you know, you need to be in some good light to do this, to really see. But so anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm just trying to figure it all out. Just trying to, you know, keep the waist part at a minimum. And that's all you can do, right? But yeah, I got tons of like heat transfer paper. So I mean, I think I do like the hats, but of course, you know, yarn is another investment. I did get a gift card that I know exactly what I'll be using it on. I don't know. So yeah, just. But I do like this, and I mean, like some people be used to me starting stuff and then be like, "No, it's just man, just when you got so much stuff going on, and just trying to get that out." So, but yeah, I can get the door part pretty good, but it's just getting the letters. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, what I've been up to. Just trying to pace. I don't know if this is pace it all out. And I think I like the. I think just from my first hat, I think it took me I had did it first, but I didn't know exactly how to weed. I was gonna try to change colors because I didn't know how. This is like the yarn that came with the machine, and I didn't know exactly how to. How I was going to try to do like I see people do on YouTube, do the double type of hat with the brim and things like the regular way. And then it wasn't enough yarn for me to do that with this one. And so I was trying to add yarn to it, and it wasn't as easy as I thought. And so I took that all down. Then I said, I can make one like this, right? And then that's what I did. And then I was like, I'm not going to take it down and try to do it over again. So I'm just going to go ahead and slap this logo on there. Now this is puff vinyl here. I have some of that I need to fool around with too. But, no, I say fool around. But yeah, it's puff vinyl. But I do like it. I like that. Like I said, I hadn't seen anyone do it. Or I just hadn't been looking for videos of people doing it, so I was curious if it would melt the hat material, but it didn't, so I was pretty cool. I was glad on that. So so it looked like it belongs there. Now the yarn itself was a little fuzzy, so it's not like, so that's why it looks fuzzy and a little worn or something. But I do like it. I think I did a good job as far as the tension. Now I don't know, like I know people make points on what kind of tension they use and stuff. So me myself is what I did is I just put it on there. Oh, don't worry, I'll get rid of all the background noise. So I just put it on there, and as you can see, this thing here. This is the tension, so I put the thing in there, and then I just put the yarn, kind of like where you see this. I would hold it with my hand on this, and and that way it just glides through without. That's what I found to do. It just glided through without the not getting knotted, or So I felt like that worked for me, and it was easy. It wasn't nothing I needed to think hard about, but other than that, it's a digital counter. So, because these machines you can either do in a tube or circular, and for the most part, people said the ones with the tube. When you're doing the tube or a flat panel, the counter doesn't work. So I'm hoping because it's digital work, because that's been my problem. Even just cutting paper. Yeah, I need guidance with that, or for some reason my mind won't comprehend it that well. I don't look at the numbers. I'll just be looking at the paper trying to eyeball it, and that never works for me. So hopefully, now I have tried to knit a couple hats myself, and then just was like, did not understand the numbers and rows, so the hat was like 2 times too big every time I tried to do it by hand. So as you can see, this worked out just perfect, and just understanding, and then it's just a learning process. Like I said, I did like crochet some overalls before. I've crocheted quite a few things, but yeah, when it comes to the knitting, I got tons of knitting needles and crochet needles and all these things, but most of the stuff is time consuming when you're doing it by hand, especially if you're trying to do a whole lot of other things too. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's just me. I hadn't weeded anything in a while, so I really need to get back to that. And I think the problem with this one is when I did the offset to it. So it's a little thin, and offset is an extra line that I don't need in there. So that's probably what the problem is with this. But I'm going to look to later on and see if I got a different light that I can use and get some of this. Like this is my thing. So, and it changed. So I'm going to try to see if I can use this. So, yeah. Well, it looks like I can, but so we'll figure it out. Yeah, I remember when I first started trying to weed, I was just like constantly weeding the wrong things. So, but this is really, you can see this really good. This don't knock my hustle, but it is, for some reason, my letters. So we're going to have to try to figure out how to keep those stuck down or something while I'm pulling it. Because we want, I really like it. So anyway, well, yeah, like I said, just trying to keep people out of my space. No, don't give them any room for anything. It's like, do you, I'm gonna do me, and that's what life is all about. Not getting bent out of shape about other people's opinions and thoughts and all these things that they keep trying to do just to be frustrated about not having anything themselves. So, but yeah, what you guys have been up to is what I should say. So I've been trying to make some like quotes myself. So I'm gonna try to do that a couple of tonights, so we can do some social media tomorrow, just some advertising. I think I did pretty good last week as far as social media. I do like the calendar that's on my website because it makes me stay focused too, as well as when I'm looking at how many times I posted in a month. So I think that's good for me to stay focused on. And you know, some months you post more than others, but that's a fresh start for me. So yeah, and just staying focused. I did do that little short film I did. It was mainly about the music. I still haven't did all the songs that I wanted to do as far as doing a soundtrack, but I realized I'm not really gonna make a really long movie or anything. That is a lot of thoughts to go in that, and then just it's kind of like making music with AI as well. I mean, sometimes you have to just keep, you know, wording things just right to get the right outcome. But you know, so far I've been doing pretty good with it. I mean, I think on my own, I've like so far I think on my radio station it's like I want to say 140 or 50 songs on there. That's just me. So yeah, I like that, and it's a variety. It's just a variety of stuff. And it's all, some of it is instrumental stuff that I just did before on BandLab, that I just was like putting different instruments together and stuff. So I mean, I like the variety it's just looking at one person's artwork, the form of art. So I do like that, and and I'm glad that it's something that is something I actually stuck with. You know, anything else has been kind of questionable. People would say if she gonna stick with it or not, but music I have stuck with. You know, just like creating it on my own. Yeah, I have stuck with that, and I have stuck with being an artist. I mean, I've stuck with fashion. You know, a lot of times I might not know exactly what I'm going for with it, but I am proud that I got this because, you know, me saying that my brand got something to do with clothing line, and people just be, you know, right now my stickers at the moment it is a representative of a clothing type of thing I'm doing, but So I'm so glad to introduce this machine into my business because it could be the starting point of a clothing line for me. And yeah, and it's not something you have to. I mean, once you get to wanting to make your own patterns, yeah, it takes a little learning to do that, but you can do that and then just churn it out. Like it's not like it won't take you forever and a day to do things, but it does take patience, and you also want everything to be neat and tidy. So that's why I'm constantly looking at, and that's why they talk about the tension, and especially when you get to trying to sell your stuff. So, but yeah, just the stuff I've seen people make on these machines. I mean, it's awesome to see that just something like this small, you can make something that's really like something you would buy in stores. So, and I'm sure that's just how it is anyway. But well, I mean, not anyway, but when you have companies that's churning out stuff like this. Of course, they got bigger machines to do that, but you just seeing how it starts. It just starts small, and it just you can work it up to whatever you want it to. Now, like I said, I've always been like into fashion. I've always made different things. I remember one year I was doing those circle skirts, and I would put a bib on it and some like make it into like an overall thing with just so many different patterns. And yeah, so it's not hard, I don't think, and I think just using this material, it'll be easy to probably, you wouldn't have to think about size so much as far as trying to get, like when you're doing like jeans and stuff, you can really have to think about a size. This you can do like a small, medium, or large, and just depending on the tension, they saying how much stretch or whatever, or not stretch or something. But so yeah, I'm so glad to introduce this into my business, into my mindset, and into just doing me and doing what I need to do. I think I am proud of the direction I've been going in. Ever since this year started, I just been focused on what I need to do and how I'm gonna do it, and just staying true to that. I mean, like getting the materials I need mainly. I mean, most of the stuff I have are materials that I need. As far as when you're talking about heat transfer vinyl, like I don't know if this is something people do, but it is something I'm gonna do. So and I'm just showing it to you, and it's be part of my signature. But it's what I need, and I make sure I got that. I mean, decals, I need sticker paper, I need paper and I got tons of like cardstock to make covers. So it's just getting into a rhythm of what I'm gonna do in a day, right? Not trying to like just my mindset with the stickers today, because I have a lot of stickers I need to add on there, and that's what was making me be like, I got a lot to do, right? Because I had some stickers for a while, but that I needed to put on there. But then just tackling it in a way of sometimes you have to condition your mind for things, right? Because sometimes when you're looking at the big picture, you're like, I don't even understand how I'm gonna accomplish these things, right? So sometimes you have to like condition your mind. So I was like, I'm gonna start with the stickers that's got the most, and just think about one at a time. And it took me a little process because for some reason some wasn't going right as far as just the overall big picture of the things, the internet, all this stuff that was just. So yeah, and then just figure out what I'm gonna do in a day. If I'm gonna make one notebook a day, read one thing a day, make sure that's perfect. Start working on because it's 24 hours in a day. Most of the day I'm always doing something, but most of the day, if I look at it, I'm not really doing anything that will get in my way to stop me from doing things that I'm doing, right? If that makes sense. So it's just like this. Figure it out. If you make one hat a day, you don't have to think about making 20 in a day. I mean, if you make one in a day, one notebook a day, one page of stickers a day, or cut them a day, or put, because I normally want to put things on the website on Friday, but so much stuff was going on, and I just tried to make sure I was putting something on the website, and then trying to get myself out of the mindset of thinking I got to do something every week, all the week. Take it because it's at some point when sure, come slow down. But like when sometimes things is new and you just starting, you want to make sure your people know you are really working at it, and you want to do something every day, 3 times a week. And so I try to pull myself back from thinking that way and just that's what the calendar was for. Just make sure the things you do post is like on the same days, mainly probably Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Make that consistent, but you don't have to necessarily make it a every week consistent thing. So I wanted to do every 2 weeks as far as the blog post, and just give yourself some breathing room, some breathing space, just to think. Even though if I had these cut out a long time ago, but I just haven't weeded them yet. And so that is the thing going forward. Just trying to figure out, make a schedule for myself on how I want to tackle things, so to speak, you know. And then I think just being a small business, that just thinking about it that way might make it. You probably would look up and be like, "Man, I got so much stuff I've done, and I don't even know how I did it." So, yeah. So I think that way, just figure out, like, sometimes I work 3 days a week, so I'm always taking work to work, right, to try to tackle that while I'm there. It's like a lot of downtime for me, and interact with other people time as well. But so I'm just feeling like I can take a cover of a notebook to work, and like make some kind of color pattern on it or whatever I want to do with it, and try to weed something out there. Not weed anything, because it's a funny type of light there too that you can't really hardly see things, but in the scheme of it, of course I wouldn't take this machine. But if I already like worked on a hat and got it down, and I just need to you know put an edge on it, things I can do. So yeah, that's just trying to tackle these things, and not, I do like the fact that I already had stacked these up, so I already got things to work on when it comes to it. Like, can take some covers to these, and then just work on the little stamps, right, that I want to make for these. And I got this done Friday, I think, when I got in. So that was a start, just get that all done. And so you do it in stages versus trying to stress yourself out and do it all the things, because I also can use my vinyl or decal vinyl to make words on it. And did I say I did finish my 10 fonts? So yeah, I did say it. So I'm just trying to figure out a good poster to use. What I wanted, because the names of them is what I want to make the story around. Like no sloppy seconds or back to the base. So I want to make the story around the name of the fonts. So that takes a little thinking to come up with a good story. Just using each font to tell that story. So that's my thought process. But yeah. So today I think I am going to put a couple of more things of stickers on. I did, and make a couple of quotes. Start on something. I don't know if it'll be a hat or what, but just start on something else. But and so the next thing I would invest in is just yarn, right? I think if I don't already have some that I probably won't get to for a minute. So yeah. and just figure out how much yarn, how many rows it takes for just a variety of heads. Or, I don't know. But I am so proud of this. And then just seeing this logo is just, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much what I've been up to. It wasn't a whole lot I needed to talk about today. I didn't get a lot in other than this machine I'm so proud of that I can't wait to start working on tonight. Yeah, it's just, and I'm doing laundry. About to go and film this little short video for this power station on this thing. I'm going to make me a hot ham and cheese sandwich. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it. I think once I get all my stickers on there, I feel like, yeah, it's enough to, it's enough to keep, this is the latest one. Just different color schemes of these, but yeah, so that just get these on there, and I think it'll be shaping on up. So, and then I'm just really proud of myself, seriously, to be honest, because this year 2024, I really have not let anything really like get in my way as far as their other people's mindsets or their way of thinking. I just really have tuned all that out and just been working on me. And as you can see, people stay bitter about it because it's just not something I'm really letting them. I mean, it's just like that's how I feel about it. It's gone. You can go ahead on with it. I'm like, and I know that just comes with the territory a lot of times. Not the territory in itself, but people who made a mess of their life and all they want to do is see you fail at something. But I mean, and it's all right for people to feel that way. But long as they know it. I like this song. As long as they know, it's just like you ain't free to do that. Okay, you free to have your opinion. That's what you always free to. But trying to force yourself on somebody else is what you ain't free to do. And I think people have learned that the hard way a long time. I mean, it's just. You can't make people love you. You can't make people like you. You can't make people want you. I mean, all you can do is make somebody go in hard on you. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, that's my thing. If someone don't want you bothering them, they just don't. It don't matter what you feel or why you feel like they that way. It ain't your job to try to figure out why somebody else is the way they are. It's your job to figure out why you the way you are, and that's it. And then try to go get the help you need to help you not be that way. I mean, because you wouldn't like someone forcing you to see something else either. Like forget me nots upside your head or something. You wouldn't want people to do that. So at some point you have to kind of like talk to yourself. You have to, otherwise somebody you don't like might be trying to talk to you. But and I don't know, we don't need to get into all that, but you know what I'm saying, I'm as an artist, as a independent person just working on myself, I'm sure you have encountered other people who don't like the way you do something, don't like you, don't like the way you talk, don't like the way you look, don't like your art. I've like had people tell me all kind of stuff. They don't like me, but yet still they don't know where else to look, I guess. It's not like I'm all up in your face every day. I'm not even bothering you. These would be my issues every time. Well, people are going to complain about not liking me, and then so whoever they're complaining to, I have to ask them where are you at? Like if you got you and somebody in the same house, right? And if you got a shower mat somewhere in the bathroom, and the person who gonna come after you don't want to step on it, and you want to get mad about that, but what's the difference if they stepped on it or they moved it? It's still the same thing, right? So if someone say, I don't want them touching my stuff, then if this that what they go and tell somebody, I want them touching my stuff, okay, then move it out the way. If somebody say they don't want to touch your stuff, then I mean move it. Okay, it makes sense, but when you're talking to people who have no sense, they don't have anything. I mean, you this is what you deal with. It's why I wouldn't have been good as a like psychiatrist or anything, because I mean, like, people would have been feeling worse trying to come talk to me than when they did when they like, because I'm more of a common sense type of person. Not saying the way I think is right, but I'm more of a common sense type of person. Common sense says if you don't like something, then you don't keep looking at it, right? I mean, you don't want something, that means you ain't gonna keep going to try to get it. I don't want it, but I want it. I mean, like, so the common sense to me is that, and that's mainly what I think every day about it, especially when I have people coming to me. They starving for attention, they starving for anything and everything, yet they say they got all these things. So common sense to me would say, if you got all these things, then you should go use them. I don't know why you keep talking to somebody that who can care less about these things. I mean, well, what I got, I go use. I ain't going to tell nobody nothing else. That's what I got is what I use. And that's common sense to me. I ain't saying I got something and then I'm looking for something else. So, I mean, a lot of times that's just what I deal with in a day. Young, old, and indifferent. Somebody, they see me like I got a coat, and they come like, you need a coat? No, I don't need a coat. Why? Why you don't need this coat? I'm trying to, because I don't need it. Like, but I mean, I might see somebody else that do, okay, because that you probably should go ask them if they need it. But then if someone else say they need it, don't come back to me saying, see, I could have gave you a coat. It's just be like, it's just so much time and space and energy people use up on stuff that they claim they don't like. If you don't like somebody, then you shouldn't be all up in their face. It's common sense to me, because if it was the other way around and I say I don't like you, and every time you turn around I'm trying to, then you would say, is something wrong with this person? Okay, common sense will say, if that's what you would say to someone who came to you, then it's probably 9 times out of 10 what someone is saying to you. It's just real simple to me. Okay, common sense is just, you have to think for yourself, is a lot of times. And most people have to think for themselves, because there is no programs that's going to think for you. So if you lacking somewhere in the thought process, that means you slower than most people think. It's I know, it's just so they deal with you accordingly. Anyway, that's my thoughts today. I hope you guys have a wonderful it is Sunday, I keep forgetting. Sunday, and enjoy the day. Do like and subscribe to our podcast, as well as our YouTube channel. Keep up with what we're doing if you like. But yeah, please do like and subscribe. It helps us a lot, and I thank you so much for showing interest in what we're doing and what we keep trying to do and what we keep accomplishing, slowly but surely, letting you know that you can too, if that's what you believe you can do. So I thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Till next week. Peace. Don't tell me I won't. Why won't let me stop? See, this is what my thing has been doing all day. It just won't. I guess it's that. Oh, it's still going. It said it stopped. Why am I just still doing this? I tell you, it's just I was uploading. I'm saying, I don't know why it's just not letting me stop. Mm. Sorry, people. It's just not letting me stop.